And now we have the main event for Bound for... What am I saying? Bound for... That was last month. You dingus. For Turning Point, we have the main event, which is Robert Roode, Bobby Roode, versus AJ Styles. And we do know, yes, we know that AJ Styles is actually injured going into this match. Now, will that affect the match quality? We don't know. But let's talk about the build-up to this match. As we recall, Robert Roode, Bobby Roode, had actually defeated James Storm and then hit him in the head with a beer bottle, turning on his longtime brother, teammate, part of Beer Money. And after that, that sidelined him, and he's not on wrestling right now because he's actually out with the beer bottle injury. And then we have AJ Styles, who said, you know what, I want a match against Bobby Roode at Turning Point. And Sting goes, okay, you got your match. So there's the build-up. Not great build-up, which really for what it is, I guess it's okay, but no. You should have built up the match a long time. I don't know why they didn't build up the match longer. I don't know why TNA doesn't know how to build up feuds. They really should have built this match, because this could have been a pay-per-view buy for me. If this was what I was looking for, if it was something like a huge build-up, I would have bought this match, because on paper, AJ Styles versus Bobby Roode is a great quality match that you would probably want to see. Two TNA originals making it big and just showing that TNA has better wrestling than the WWE. We all know that TNA has better wrestling than WWE. They just don't have the build-up. They don't have they have better roster. I will say that. TNA has a lot of good stars that can wrestle a lot better than a lot of the WWE guys. It doesn't have the 5 moves of doom. This could be a catch-as-catch-can, a wrestling classic, but we are faced with AJ Styles being injured. And how is that going to affect the match? Do you think AJ Styles is going to be limping out there? Is he going to be hurt? I don't know. But quite frankly, I have a feeling that this is just going to be Robert Roode, Bobby Roode taking over and winning this match. Quite frankly, it feels like it's just going to be him winning, and AJ Styles is going to go, you know, he's injured, he's going to take some time off. Maybe he won't even take any time off, but the way that I see it so far is that AJ Styles is going to have to take some time off. Now, is this going to sideline him forever? Probably not. Is this going to sideline him? He probably won't even take some time off. They'll probably keep him on television. He'll probably just wrestle, you know, injured. And it kind of sucks, because last time we had a pay-per-view, Bound for Glory, Kurt Angle had to wrestle injured, and now he's gone. So there's a lot of the cream of the crop, the top TNA talent, getting injured, which is not a good thing, because they don't have a lot of faces to go up against a heel like Bobby Roode. Now, you know what I'm predicting is that James Storm will make a comeback. He will go after Robert Roode, and they will have a feud, but they probably won't do that. TNA, like I said, TNA just doesn't know how to build up a match like they should. Now, I do want to see James Storm get his revenge on Robert Roode and have their match, and have a couple, you know, even a series of 3 matches. You know, that's fine with me. You'll have maybe not even pass the title back and forth, but just have like a build-up, a feud. Like, I think they're building for a long-term James Storm Robert Roode feud. Bobby Roode, sorry, I keep saying Robert Roode, but I don't know what TNA calls him. I actually prefer Robert Roode over the Bobby Roode, but anyway, I'm hoping that TNA, Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call the company, they can build towards this huge feud of James Storm versus Bobby Roode, because that would be exactly what they need to do for their main events. They need to get the homegrown talent, not any Ken Anderson, not any Bubba Dudley, not any Kurt Angle, not anybody that was in the past in the WWE. We need guys that were homegrown in TNA. Now, I don't know if you recall this, or if you ever heard this, but I was listening to a audio podcast sort of thing with what's his name, Paul Heyman, and he was saying, you know, he wanted to come into TNA, he wanted to change things, but Dixie Carter didn't want to change the things that he wanted. And what he wanted to do, which I think is a genius idea, he wanted to keep one legend around. It didn't matter who it was. It could be Hulk Hogan, it could be Ric Flair, it could be any legend, it could be Sting, but he wanted to keep just one legend around. And the reason being is because you have one legend, and he will stick out in the company. If you have all these other legends, you know, it's I don't know. But what he was saying is that you can't say that when you see these guys like a Sting or like a Flair, you can't say that their best match is yet to come. Their best match has already happened. We all know that they've had their best match. We know with an AJ Styles or with a Robert Roode or with a James Storm, we know that down the road they are capable of having way better matches, having a match of their career down the road. But we can't say that about Ric Flair. He's already had his best match. We can't say that about Sting. He's already had his best match. And Hogan, yeah, he's already had his best match too. So his idea was to keep one legend around and then have all the young guys leading the company. You get fresh faces, and he also wanted to change up the music. He wanted to have sort of what's popular now in the music. He wanted to have alternative music, basically be the pop music in this company as far as like the theme songs and the promos and stuff like that. And then you get that mixed with the what is Robert Roode doing? Oh my god. You have that mixed with the new guys, and you keep one legend around to, you know, build up the younger guys. You similar like what Flair used to do. He used to put over Sting and stuff like that. You need guys to put over the young guys, make them legitimate stars. I mean, you don't want like a Sting to lose every night, but you would want him to be there so that he can make the young guys look good, keep the company strong, and then have the federation just grow at a mass amount. And then, you know, you get the fresh faces. You get a lot of guys from the indies that you haven't seen before, and you just build around this fresh, hungry young talent. You know, he was saying like don't even have anybody that was over like 40 in the company besides like the young guys. That's all you want. You want young guys, because if you're gonna, you know, legitimately be different than the WWE, that is one thing that you can do. You can bring fresh faces. You can have young talent. And a match like this, AJ Styles vs. Bobby Roode, is one step closer to accomplishing Paul Heyman's goal. But Paul Heyman's not running the company, so things aren't going to be that way. But I do love the idea of having the fresh, original TNA stars in the main events of their pay-per-views. Anyway, guys, Robert Roode going over on top. Tony Pizza Guy, Black Screen of Death, and Frag out.